Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV. My name is John, your host as always. The subject of today's video is discussing West Ham away at Bournemouth this weekend at 3 o'clock, if I remember correctly. Hopefully it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. So that's all. As always, let's start off with talking about the opposition. Injuries. Callum Wilson is out with a hamstring. Now that's quite convenient, bearing in mind he's been linked to both us and Chelsea. Chelsea apparently are a little bit more interested in Wilson than we are, and as a result, Wilson has a price tag of 75 million on his head because they don't want to sell him. So, and quite rightly so, to be honest with you. Why get rid of one of your best players? I was going to say assets then, because they're treated as assets, but why get rid of one of your best players in January? There's no logical decision to it in any shape or form. Also out with a hamstring injury is Dominic Solanke, and Simon Francis and Lewis Cook both have ACL knee injuries as well. So that's been an interesting one for that. Bournemouth last time out, they lost 2-0 away to Everton. Very, very good performance from Bournemouth. They just couldn't finish. I hope they continue that on Saturday, because as we all know, Bournemouth are quite a bit of a bogey team for us. In terms of our boys now, Wilshere is saying that he's hoping to return to training within the next couple of weeks. So that's very, very good news. We're getting a very, very strong midfield coming back in again. Arnie, we all know what's going on with Arnie. I don't like talking about gossip. I really don't like talking about gossip. But there's no choice. There's no choice with this. Apparently, the reason why Arnautovic wants to leave is because he has a massive gambling debt that he just can't pay, or is unable to pay, or whatever, or is adding to. Now, those are the rumours going around. Basically, I don't think it's sport betting. I think it's actually cards or something like that. I think it's worse than sports betting, which everybody seems to be of the opinion of. Unfortunately, we seem to be in a bit of a time loop with this again, with Matty Evington from quite a few years ago before he went off to Stoke. That move apparently was to help his gambling debts as well. Now, last time round, when that happened with Matty, the club West Ham, we did actually settle his debt off, and he was paying it back I think it's slowly paying it back, if I remember correctly. Now that the Premier League are so hot on every single penny, and the FA for that matter are hot on every single penny that all clubs spend, I don't think we could be able to give them the same service. Hopefully we'll be able to give them counselling to get over that in terms of it, but yeah, I don't know. Has everybody read that we had a £31.5 million bid, totaling to around about 35 million euros, I should say. Now, apparently, it is now Shanghai SIP that have come in with the bid, and they're also been reported to say that they're going to be putting in a bid for around about £45 million. So it's 5 million short that most of us want Arnautovic for. Basically, I don't want to see him go. He is one of our best players, but if he genuinely is in this much of bother and there is genuinely nothing the club can do for him, then there's no alternative, is there? Unfortunately, there really, really isn't. So we've got to let him go. Have to let him go. So turning to the team sheet, I would personally put Fabianski in goal with the same back four of Zabaleta, Ogbonna, Diop, and Creswell. Creswell has a renaissance at the moment. He's absolutely superb. Playing much better football is unbelievable. Declan Rice and Noble in the midfield, with Nasri in the middle of Anderson and Snodgrass out on the wings. That's what I would personally do. I know a lot of people are praising Antonio for his run, for his work that he did against Arsenal, and fair play to that. Do you know what I mean? I love the guy. I just think that Anderson and Snodgrass offer more than Anderson and Antonio. I really, really do. And if reports are being believed that Arnautovic is still in training until the bid is accepted, then put Arnautovic up front. It's what I personally do. At the end of the day, Pellegrini appears to say, right, you're a West Ham player, and you will be a West Ham player as long as you are here, and quite rightly so. So thank you very much for watching the video, guys. If you're new around here and you like what I'm doing, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get first dibs on all of the videos. If you like the video and feel I deserve it, then by all means please click the like button. If I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below on what you think the game starting lineup's going to be. If you agree with me or do you not agree with me, let me know. And what you possibly think the result's going to be. I would obviously like us to get 3 points because Bournemouth are a little bit of a bogey team for us, and I'd like us to be able to just get revenge, for lack of a better way, with that poor performance we did at the start of the season. If you want to watch that review, that post-match reaction video, then click on the card that's here. And just quickly before I go, potential replacements for Marko Arnautovic. Now, as you guys will know from my current long-standing subscribers for the last year and a half, you guys know that for the last two years now, I've done a January transfer video, given who I feel would benefit the club, at least on paper, and a few other bits and pieces. For me, if you want to check that video out, click on the card that's here. Or actually might be in the ending cards. Haven't made my mind up yet. But for me, it's the striker at Barcelona that, as far last I saw, is coming to the end of his contract at the end of the summer. It's El Hamababad, I think he pronounced that. Very, very good, shining prospect. I know I'd love to see him in now for Arnautovic, because I just think we should be investing in the future and not investing in the present. So thank you very much for your time. And enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you hopefully on Saturday afternoon / evening for the match reaction video. All the best. Take care.